Hello, welcome ladies and gentlemen here tonight. Exciting racing for our calls here tonight, and I tell you what, we are definitely racing for our calls because folks, we're in for a thriller here. Joe White up here in the booth, and I tell you what, again, Racing for our Calls League here, we're amongst qualifying time right now, and I tell you, these guys are about to set the world on fire here in this little short little track to get this thing kicked off tonight on Wednesday night. A little late model action going to be right here for you. And I tell you what, right now, Ryan Nolan, the man on top up there. And I want to welcome all the viewers. Want to welcome everyone out there as we're getting set here to get this thing going. Green flag racing here tonight at USA International Speedway. I'm going to say international. It might just be Speedway. But nonetheless, I tell you, hey, gotta give a shout out there to Rick Greenway. Man, it was an awesome little intro he did here for the Racing for Our Calls promo video there showing that out for everyone. And then I definitely want to thank all the viewers. You know, hey, each and every week, how you doing there? I tell you what, that's got to be either that's got to be Patrick or Rick out there, man. What's going on? As always, man, loving it here tonight, Wednesday night. I'm up here in the booth, and I tell you, hey, it's short track excitement. That's what we got for the next couple weeks here. Man, last week we saw a thriller, and that was fun to watch those guys wheel around that track, and it was awesome. Hey, what's going on, Chris? How you doing tonight, man? I tell you what, got a heck of a field going to happen around this little short track, and these guys are going to put it all on the line because tonight they are on a very short track. Normally, a track that is suited for the rookie class style drivers here at iRacing for street stock, but nonetheless, we got the late model. So, and right now it looks like we're going to have a full field of 26 drivers. I tell you, it is going to be awesome. What's going on, Justin? How you doing? All right, my voice is lower than normal. All right, let me crank that up for you. Is that better? How's that? Let me know if it's a little bit louder or whatnot now. I was messing around with my adjustment sounds and whatnot, so definitely let me know how that sounds. I just jacked up the volume. Let me know, Justin, how that is. I'll definitely playing around with my gains earlier on and whatnot, so want to try to get some of the hey, always got a man making improvements here and there, but nonetheless, man, I'll tell you what, we're about to kick off, and right now looks like Ryan Nolan is the man that's going to be up top here, who is definitely going to try to get this thing done. So hey, my hat's off to him. Not a problem, man. I tell you what, nonetheless, we're here tonight. USA about to get this thing kicked off. Green flag action here. Racing for a cause, folks. All right, well, I'll tell you what, here we go. Yep, sounds better. Okay, good deal. Well, like I say, I was messing with the gains a little bit earlier, and I think we're amongst the drivers' meeting right now, fellas. So, hey, right now, Ryan Nolan looks like the man on point tonight, and definitely going to be the man to take this thing here from the starting grid. We've got 26 drivers out here. Hey, we got your fan favorite out there, Chris. DJ Hargrove. He's in the field. Yes, he is. We got Billy Hargrove in the field also. See if we can't name a few of them out here. Steve Baker. Well, we definitely know he can get around here. Rowdy Johnson, Eric Tesh, Waylon Galloway, Chris Metford. Let's see. Christopher Lang, Chase Watford, Jimmy Crabtree. I mean, just to name a few. I know I didn't name them all, but every one of these guys, week in, week out, have shown that they could come here, racing for a cause, mix it up. But I tell you, we got short track excitement, folks. These guys are going to be out here door banging, wheel slamming. Heck, we might even see some guys, man, try to throw their steering wheel out at the guy beside them. As it looks like we're about to get set here. Line them up, go green flag, and see, man, tear this place apart and see what we've got going on. I give my swig a drink just a little bit here. Let's run down the starting grid here. As let me click right on Ryan Nolan there first. Ryan Nolan right there puts it on pole tonight, along with Steve Baker in second, Scott Neslin in third, Wilbur Lambert right there in fourth. And let me see if I can see if he's gridded up now. There we go. Travis. I ain't even going to try his last name, but I'll find out what it is. In fifth, DJ Whitmeyer in sixth, Troy Radford in 7th. Rowdy Johnson sitting in 8th. Justin Pinnell in 9th. Waylon Galloway rounds out the top 10. And I tell you what, man, star-studded field. I can't say nothing else but just a star-studded field. These guys are about to put on a show here as we're looking at these late model machines tonight, folks. 26 drivers out here. They might have let all 27 of them grid up because there was only one extra one. So actually I am showing 29 drivers. So wow, they might have let every one of them grid tonight, and that would be awesome, man. The admins have a tough job. Series guys have a tough job. They don't want to leave anybody out if they can. And, obviously they're trying their best to say, hey, look, we want to try to get somebody here. We want to get everybody racing. And I think they tried to tonight. They got 28 drivers out here. That's a lot of cars for such a short track here. Actually showing 29. You'll be there next week? Yep, I tell you what, in street stocks, street stocks a little bit different than these. The late model machines here, as I tell you what, we see the pace car pull off, folks. I'm getting excited. 100 laps around this place. That'll go real quick, as long as we don't get a lot of cautions or whatnot. But hey, it's short track excitement. We come here, short track. These guys, tempers flare. I mean, everybody gets mad, been out of shape, wanting to get their hair all up in a uproar and messed up. And I tell you what, right now, these guys looking very good, sitting here with 2x2, strung all the way back there. They're going to head this thing off in turn number 1, folks. We're going to see it here live. I'm going to try to keep up with all this action because, man, it's such a short track, so many cars, and there's going to be so much going on. But I tell you what, the pace car is going to take that hard left turn off on pit road and send these little monsters, as I like to call them, skyrocketing around this short track. I mean, this place is probably only a half-mile length. It's almost like a Martinsville paperclip style track. Got a little bit more of a banking than what Martinsville. Martinsville's a flat style track, but we do visit it this season. So as here we go. I tell you what, lights off on that pace car. It's going to shoot off down into pit road. Send these machines going. They do 2 laps under caution here, 2 pace laps nonetheless. We're riding around with Mr. New England himself. I did an update on my trading paint, so I apologize if somebody's out there in a new paint job. So hopefully I got everybody's paint job. I try to do that because I know these guys work hard. Pace cars in. Going to set sail to these machines here right now as a green flag's in the air here. And I tell you what, Ryan Nolan didn't get the start he wanted. And right now he's stacked up on that inside, but everybody being very patient going off into turn number 1 as they need to be, because like I said, with this style racing, folks, these guys can get in trouble very, very quickly. As let's go back here as they are stacked up, nose to tail, double foul, and we got a caution flag already. And I tell you, hey, I know probably you're thinking, man, already? Well, it's short track. Hey, it's going to happen. But nonetheless, let's try to get a replay here. See if we can. We're with DJ. I don't think he was the caution, but he was right there near it. So let's see. Maybe he gets a heads up on what's going on in front of him. Let's see right here in that number 23 machine. Oh, the 46. Okay, so the 46 machine was right there. That would be Philip Martin. Let's get a rewind on, see what happened to him up here. I tell you what, so already we got to be real quick on our replays here because they don't last that long. So, oh yeah, look at that, the restart. They didn't go. They got jacked up, and Eric Tesh was like he got a lot of damage on the back end. But you know what? And then I think that's... Man, they were stacked up, battling hard back there in the back. And, oh, yep, just a little bit of door contact. 46 tried to hold on to it, and nowhere to go. Just the door closed on him. So, first caution of the day, to me, just one of them short track racing deal, folks. I mean, hey, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. But Race leader right now, Steve Baker. He got a heck of a jump out there under Ryan Nolan. And lap 4 so far, folks. And I tell you, hey, I want to appreciate all the viewers out there. You know, hey, I know there's a lot going on tonight, man, as far as broadcast-wise go. What's going on, Michelle? How you doing? I tell you what. Say hello, amigos. Just got off work. Hey, there you go, man. Heck yeah. Why you walk home? I mean, walk home. How far away are you from work? Wow, I hear you. Whenever I worked there wasn't no way I could walk home. I couldn't even take a bus. But nonetheless, hey, lap 4 here already tonight. I'm, under caution. A little bit of contact back there in the back of the pack. Eric Tesh and right there Philip Martin. But, that's short track. We got 28, 29 cars out here on USA Speedway for the late models for Racing for a Cause here tonight. These guys are about to put on a thrilling show nonetheless. And, yeah, we're about to see the lights on the pace car. We're probably going to go 2 laps to go this time by. I tell you, excuse me there. I had to take a little swig of some drink, I'm up here in the booth by myself. Well, I tell you what, I talk myself to death sometimes. But, hey, I enjoy it. I do it because I enjoy each and every one of y'all viewers. I say it time and time again. Man, love it. I love it, love it, love it. That's about all I can say. So, anyways, Michelle said she's walking home. We got Rick, man, out here. What's going on, Rick? Ricky, how you doing? Chris, man, how you doing? Who else is out there tonight? I tell you, let me know who your fan favorite. Oh yeah, it's there's a lot of racing going on tonight, man. I tell you, you got Daytona week, and that's awesome. But right now, we're gonna have a thriller here tonight with these little monster machines, USA Speedway Racing for a Cause late model series action. As we got now, lights on the pace car are off. Steve Baker's going to look to try to take these machines and fire them off down here to turn 1. As pace car's in, green flag. Steve gets a heck of a jump. Ryan Nolan right there trying to battle along with Scott Nesman. He is in the 33 machine as they are wheeling them around right there. They get single file up front a little bit. But behind them, they are door slamming each other, trading paint, trying to pick each other off here for the back part of 5th, 6th, and 7th and all, as we got a heck of a battle going on up front. Like I said, I'm trying to keep up with all this action. This is what's going to be all night long for 100 laps, folks. The guys are going to be knocking each other's teeth down, man, off throughout the whole entire race. If you got a set of dentures, I'm going to tell you what, I hope you put some super glue on them mugs, because you're about to get them rattled, if not knocked out the passenger side seat. So, hey, nonetheless, look at that power move right there. 78 trying to hang on to it on the outside. He's doing everything he can here as they are wheel and a wheel right there. A battle for second, battle for third. They are single file from that point on back. Man, loving it right now. Steve Baker, he is walking away right here. I tell you, SK Mods Phoenix, there you go. Hey, nothing wrong with those, man. Hey, like I say, hey, anybody got any favorites out here tonight? But, right now we're all single filed out. Let's kind of go fan back in the field, see if we can for a little bit. As we go back here to 44, it gets on that apron just a little bit there, around number 99 of Tucker. Tucker boy was probably like, ooh, man, I might need some new shorts after that one. He got awful close to me. I don't know what happened there, but Chris Medford, he almost caught that apron and spun her right on around. But, hey, nonetheless, gathered it up. We're back here at 12th spot with Waylon Galloway. He's looking very good in that 92 machine as these guys are storming around this little monster machine of a track. Let's see right here, the number 48. And they're all single filed out. Hey, good driving so far. And I tell you what, in practice, it was good driving, too. These guys showed a lot. Hey, they keep this up, man, this race will go by quick at 100 laps. Right there, number 83 washes up the track just a tad bit. We didn't talk much about USA. USA is kind of a one-groove track, from my understanding. You really want that inside groove. You get on the outside, and you're pretty much done, as we kind of just, fan through this field just a little bit. See if we can't get a little bit closer view here. I need to go back and set me up a little bit of a camera angle that shows off all these awesome little cars. We're back here in the 20th spot. Greg Van Oss right there in the number 35 machine, looking very good as always. Philip Martin, who's involved in that first wreck, looks like he uses fast fix. And oh, got a car on the wall. Oh, that's Steve Baker. Holy cow, folks. Well, no, we met, Scott Lewis. I'm getting him mixed up, number 55. Let's see what happened to him. Let's rewind it back. No caution, though. So that was good. My bad on Steve. Didn't want to scare any Steve Baker fans out there. But let's see what happened here to that number 1 machine if he just lost it on his own. He's in a Rockstar Energy machine. He's coming off the turn 4 or turn 2 right there into the backstretch into turn 3. Went in high a little bit. Looking very good so far. Don't know. Oh, caught that apron. I'm going to tell you, that apron, I think, folks, that's going to be our problem place tonight is the apron. That's going to be the area where we really need to. And right now, the leader's going to look like he's about to lap him. Nonetheless, Scott Neslin right there in second spot. And that number 33 machine, he is looking very good. And he's got his hands full. Ryan Nolan still back there lurking around like a hungry wolf, man, going, hey, make a mistake so I can get around you. You know, come on now. I need some help here because unless you're just willing to move a guy, which, you know, hey, it is short track, bump and run. We've heard it many times before. These guys get bump and run and they'll go. But I tell you, right now, the 78, he is 17 laps in. We got a long way to go. And 100 laps, I know at this pace, they'll click off very fast. But I'm going to tell you, it's still a long way to go. And I don't know, but hey, are you still walking out there, Michelle? Just make sure you're still walking and I ain't got hit by no tree or nothing. So we want to make sure everybody's all right out there in the chat. Definitely want to thank everyone out here viewing and want to thank all the viewers out there. I deeply appreciate y'all coming by tonight because there's a lot of racing going on. And nonetheless, I know Racing for a Cause here in the league, and these drivers definitely appreciate each and every one of you viewers coming out here watching this fantastic race here at USA. And I call them in the little monster machines that they tear around this track in the late models here. And I tell you, these guys right now, even though they fanned out a little bit, I think they're being a little patient. But hey, it's calm before the storm. That's what I'm going to say right there. As we're kind of fanning through this field looking. As it looks like right there, the number 1 machine of Scott Lewis, you know, they're going through, like, he's a lap car. He's the first one lap down. He got involved in that self-spin. Calm before the storm, folks. I'm going to tell you, that's going to be the word of tonight because that right there, let's get a good shot here from the grandstand of what you'd see, man, as a spectator here, what we'd see around this awesome little track. I mean, these guys are looking very good. They are stacked up. I mean, I'm going to say they're all nose to tail right now. They're all, I don't see anybody 2x2, but right there we're seeing a good battle going on as we're watching the 10th place. Rowdy Johnson there and his machine. They're battling now. He's side by side with the 44, Chris Medford. Medford's on the inside of him. I tell you what, he takes that pass, and that's what I'm saying. Inside lane here, folks. That's where you want to be. That is where it's at. And right now they look a little stacked up using that lap car for their advantage. And so hey, all the viewers, I tell you what, if I'm talking too much or too fast, y'all let me know. I want to make sure that I'm catching all this action for all y'all and just kind of giving the best show I possibly can. You know, it just having fun while we're doing it up here. Is right now the 40 and the 60 are side by side. Justin Pinnell and Chris Medford right there. Looks like a 44. And again, inside lane, folks. This is a one-groove track, and that inside lane is where it's at. If you can get that run, and I'm going to tell you, a 60 washes up the track. Ooh, and it's going to leave the door open for the 13. Let's see what happens. Has anybody got any picks out there for tonight? I'm going to pick... I'll pick Ryan Nolan. There we go. I'm going to go Ryan Nolan. He looks pretty good tonight. You know, I know a lot of guys will probably say Steve Baker, but hey, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to shoot my hat in for Ryan Nolan, number 78 machine out there for my pick for tonight. So I got to kind of remain unbiased a little bit. You know, I bet, hey, nonetheless, these guys right now are putting on a clinic for how to get around a short track in a respectful manner. I mean, let me repeat that again, in a respectful manner. Yes, on a short track, respectful. Oh man, I tell you what, I appreciate that racing. Uh, just don't lose my voice. Oh well, now I've got my Diet Dr. Pepper up here, and I got me a bag of tacos over here. If I get hungry halfway through the race, I could eat a taco. I just don't want to throw one out on the track and end up causing a caution, because it'd be bad. I could see taco in turn 3. That would be really, really bad. So, anyways, nonetheless, man, right now these guys are putting on a clinic for a good, respectful short track race. And I know Ryan Daniels is already at lap number 28. He's going to be like, I cannot believe you just said what you just said. And yeah, folks, I said what I said. Taco in turn 3. So, I mean, hey, nonetheless, we're having fun. That's what it's about. We're up here. We're definitely having fun because these guys are putting on a good clinic. We've got a good battle going on here with Eric Tesh and Greg Van as they are side by side. The number 66 machine, he's battling along with the 35. I'm telling you, the outside lane is not where you want to be. All right, Chris, you said your pick's DJ. He's 20th right now. Yeah, he's going to have a hard time getting through the field. He's going to have some patience. And, oh, man, I tell you what, that is not what he wants to see. Is Greg Van in front of him get on that apron, and he don't want to see the 30. I'm going to tell you, ooh, boy, man, I get nervous up here in the booth watching. I know what these guys, man, are daggone, man. I know these guys are definitely, man, going to have a heck of a time. They're definitely going like, oh, please hang on to that car. I got nowhere to go. And that's another thing. Guy wrecks in front of you, you don't have anywhere to go, really. Right now, they're side by side with the 83. You got Jimmy Crabtree battling alongside with DJ Hargrove right there. Hargrove's trying to pick him up one by one, knock him down just a little bit. Hey, trying to get up to the front. We got another guy says a 78 looks good. Yep, 78 does. Ryan Nolan, he's up front still. Third place. Steve Baker is dominating this one with a half second right there. Scott Neslin in second, and we're just watching this awesome battle. Oh, 3 wide into the turn, folks. The number 38 stuck his nose up in there just a little bit. That was Chase Swatford right there. Finally got his last name right. I was messing it up there for a while. But nonetheless, Chase, man, stuck his nose up in there. And right now, these guys are getting a little bit racy in the back here. That's why we're kind of hanging out with them just a little bit. Let's go with a far side view to kind of give you an idea of what's going on in front of them, what's going on behind them, because we got a battle up there with Eric Tesh. We got a battle back here with these guys side by side, and we probably got some battles going on all over this track right now as they were spanned out just a little bit, single file, but nonetheless these guys now have started just getting a little bit racy, just a teeny bit, not much, but hey, they're probably what's happening at this point. I'll go ahead and speculate is tires. And I know you're probably like, well, it's a short track. How the heck can tires come into play? Hey, they can. We're already at lap 36. We've only had one caution, which was at lap 4, or lap 3 or 4. So, lap 36 of 100 already. These guys have got to start feeling tires are at a premium. So, that's what we're seeing. As you see, the 01, he's falling back just a little bit. He's getting passed by several different cars right there. Very patient, but we get stuck on that high line, and it's over with. I mean, it is a done deal. And look at the move Eric Tesh is making up there. I tell you, let's go back up here and see what kind of moves he's making. He is battling hard there with Billy Hargrove. Hargrove on the outside. He's bringing DJ with him. Now, those two cats, I know, can get it done. And look at a slide job, man, DJ did. Right there. Oh, and behind them. Uh-oh. I tell you what, Billy Hargrove did a tremendous job of driving right there. No caution, folks. But hey, looked like he slipped on a banana just a little bit as that rear end just came right off of him. A little bit of contact, but hey, no harm, no foul. A short track racing for you folks right there. That's beating and banging, slamming each other around just a little bit. Look at Eric Tess moved up. DJ Hargroves, man, I tell you, woo. Didn't miss the race, Robbie. No, you didn't. I tell you what, this thing, man, is still going. It's been a thriller. These guys are putting on a clinic. Oh, right there, just showing a replay. Wasn't a caution, but, boy, he kept it off the wall. Tremendous job by Billy Hargrove right there. So, Hey, man, I tell you what, my hat's off to that kid. He did a heck of a driving job to save that number 22 machine from slapping the inside wall. Right now, these guys are starting to feel the pressure. Lap 41 of 100. I tell you, Andrew liked that, did he? That was pretty good. Yeah. That was that taco, man. That's what it was. It almost got him. It almost did. I saw it. It was out on the field. They were going to throw a competition caution for it, but they thought better of it because they figured one of the guys might get up there and try to eat that thing. So, hey, they let it go. But anyways, nonetheless, these guys tonight, man, are putting on a clinic for how to get around this track. And I'll tell you, got a car in the wall hard back there. That looks like Jimmy Crabtree. Let's see if we can't go back. Yep, Jimmy Crabtree slapped the outside wall very hard. Got a lot of damage on his truck. Excuse me, truck. I'm saying truck, but car. Let's go back up front, see what old Steve Baker's up here doing. He is trying to get through lap traffic. Very calm, very collective here tonight, I tell you what. So, hey, the man has led 42 laps of 43. So he's led every one but one. I mean, hey, what do you say here? I tell you, let's watch from the back deck lid there. BA Graphics, man. Steve Baker right there. He's sporting that one all over the car. And let's see what he looks like from the backside here. As we see the concentration in it. Well, we can't see his eyeballs, but we see it through his visor. Heck of a concentration there. He's got his hands glued to the steering wheel, just relaxing a little bit in there. Heck, if he had a soda, man, he'd probably be in there drinking the thing, going, yeah, I'm out for a Wednesday night drive here. Ryan Nolan has made it around Scott Neslin for the second spot, so he's looking to maybe try, say, can I run down that guy? He's looking very comfortable inside that car, but right there's the gap. Now, lap traffic can play a factor here just a little bit, and that's going to be something we're going to have to keep an eye on. So, again, hey, want to appreciate all the viewers out there, man. I tell you what, it extremely I'm privileged to have all of you here. It's great, man, to see each and every one of you out here watching. Oh, I tell you, that looked like car in the wall, number 46. That is... No, that's Philip Martin. And I tell you what, he's not having the day he wants out here on this short track. This short track's done snuck up and bit him a couple times, but that was in front of the leader nonetheless. And the leader's like, man, guys, come on now. Y'all trying to give me a heart attack. I don't know what in the world I'm going to have to do, but Ryan Nolan is running down Steve Baker. Now, these lap traffic cars are helping him just a little bit. Scott Neslin right there in third. And look at old Troy right there. He was in seventh, moved up into fourth already. So what we're seeing now is guys who are managing tires, bringing it to the front here. And we got a... I'm going to say this right, but the way I say it, y'all probably going to get a kick out of it. Wilbur Lambert. There's where my southern accent's going to come in and make his name just sound really funny. Wilbur Lambert. Help. Anyways, hey, he's done battled up, man, up here to fifth place, and tell you what, give me 1 second right. Alright, sorry about that, folks. I tell you what, that was actually I had a phone call. Will, I didn't really want to say it like that, but y'all got the idea of kind of with my accent how that was going to come out. But nonetheless, pit stops, and definitely these guys are definitely wanting it. Let's see, Caution, car 83. Okay, number 83. Let's see what happened to him. Sorry about that. My wife called, and well, you know, when wife calls sometimes, gotta answer. But I had to tell her, look, we're in the middle of a race. I ain't got time for all that. But anyways, we're having a thriller here tonight under the second caution. Not bad. Second caution for tonight here. And wow, he's smoking hard. So let's go back a little bit further, probably at the wheel here, because I didn't catch it when it happened. So let's see what happened to him here. So we're watching through the grandstand here. Let's get a little closer view. Oh wow, he's trying to block the leader. And the leader just wow. Folks, I'm not even going to speculate. I'm not even going to. I'm going to just let y'all see that and let y'all wonder what happened there. To me, it was just racing. So, nonetheless, there you go. But that was the leader at the time. Steve Baker was behind the man there. And so, nonetheless, Ryan Nolan, though, I picked him. He got it back up front here. So, we're under caution for the second time tonight. These guys, man, have put on a thriller of a show. Ryan Nolan right there, the man out front. And we've got Steve Baker second, Scott Neslin third, Troy Ratford in fourth, and Tucker sitting right there in fifth. And I tell you what, these guys have put on a thrilling heck of a show. And I hope all the viewers out there, I hope y'all have enjoyed it so far, because I definitely have. I mean, these guys have put on a clinic on how to get around this track, and I've tried to keep up with all the action for you as the best I possibly can, because, man, this is short track excitement. I mean, these guys, man, are wheeling these machines all around this track going, hey, we're here, we're there, we're every darn where. So, nonetheless, we're about to set to get these things fired back off and maybe hopefully just go the rest of the way caution free. We'll see what happens. All right, folks, I'll tell you what, we're stacked back up 2 by 2 here, about ready to get set these little monster machines flying off into the turn again. Here's these pace cars coming out of turn number 4, dives off into the pit road. Look at Ryan Nolan right there. It's number 78. He shoots out there and gets a good start over Steve Baker as they head off into turn 1. They are stacked up deep in the backfield back there. We're going to keep it on this view because we can actually see a lot of the action going on the track here, because third, fourth, they are stacked up 2 by 2. Fifth's right there, but behind them, they're stacked up. You can see these cars are battling very good right here. I mean, wow, they are doing moves in the back there. They're going sideways every which way that they can get done. Like I said, these guys probably, we haven't seen anybody, man, do the finger gesture yet out there, but nonetheless, there's probably a few out there that want to. A lot of frustration probably involved with short track racing. I mean, right now, but you see up front, nonetheless, up front, Ryan Nolan is trying to hold off a hard charging number 55 machine there of Steve Baker, as he is all over the back deck lid of that man. And let's see what we got going on right here. Oh, look at that concentration on the inside there, as we see in his rear view. He's got a whole back deck lid of Steve Baker. A little bit of damage on Steve's machine, but I tell you, this is a short track. Not going to hurt him too much, if not at all, really. As you see right there, he is all over his back deck lid, trying to figure out a way. Hey, now I'm not going to say he won't move him, but I'm going to tell you, if you had to, P15, DJ and P15, man, he's moving on up in the world there, I tell you. He's like the Jeffersons, man. He's reaching for the sky. Hey, nothing wrong with that, because you got to move it on up sometimes, and that's what he's doing. Nonetheless, Ryan Nolan's trying to move it on out the way and get away from that man in second spot, Steve Baker, as Scott Neslin he's losing just a little bit of ground, but we still got a good battle going on up here up front. As we've got battles throughout the field, as these guys, man, are very tight throughout the whole entire field. They are just, I don't want to say a blanketed, but they are just right there. I mean, they could get out and reach out and touch each other here. That's how close they are. Nonetheless, These guys are putting on a tremendous amount of shows. And riding along with the number 99 there of Tucker, who, ooh, boy, I tell you, he had to let on the brake just a little bit. He's rounded off in 5th place. Chris Medford right there, who's battled from 16th to 6th. Wow, good job right there for the 44. And Wilbur, he is up there in 4th. Started 4th right there in 7th right now in the 32 machine. G.J. Wetmeyer, I'm going to tell you, he is currently in 8th. And I tell you, we got a battle up there for the 44. 44 is stuck on the outside. That is not where he wants to be. Actually, excuse me. That would be, once I get a shot, he's coming around. Actually, it'd be the 99, I believe. Yep, 99. And now it looks like he's going to stick. Ooh, I thought he was going to stick his nose in there. Yeah, he did stick his nose in there. He's doing the crossover, folks. And he's going to make that pass work. And I tell you, saw a little bit of tire smoke, it looked like, as soon as it, look at that. And that 44 got awfully close coming out of there. Ooh, it makes me nervous watching when they do that, because you just never know. It don't take much to turn one of these cars, but a tremendous driving clinic job they are putting on here nonetheless. Ryan Knoll still the leader. Steve Baker's trying to run him down. The damage might be hurting him just a little bit, though. Not 100% sure, but those guys are flirting with disaster with that apron there. I see it already. And man, I tell you what, the 44, he slapped the wall. Hey, they're throwing sparks off the side of these cars, man. I tell you, that was an awesome shot that we just saw right there. That was cool as anything. So here we go. Number 32 machine, DJ Wetmeyer right there, sitting in 8th spot. Rowdy Johnson there in 9th. He's got his hands full. The Sixton of Justin Pinnell. It's all over the back deck lid of him. But like I just said, folks, I'm going to tell you, this is very impressive. Lap 67 of 100. These guys, and I'm going to say it again, are putting on a clinic for very respectful, clean, hard, short track racing. And my hat's off to them, as these guys are definitely just running around here. Your man DJ Hargrove right there, currently started 26, currently 14th, running right there. He's trying to pick his spots to get around up front. He's all over the back end of Dustin right there. Man behind him, Greg Van, looked like he spun up just a little bit. He's got Eric Tesh on the inside as they're going to go door to door coming out of the thing. Well, maybe not quite door to door, but they'll go fender to fender as DJ Hargrove in front of them is looking, and they got a battle behind them. Wow, I'll tell you what, we got so many battles going on the track. Hey, let's go. Boom. There we go. We get it all going, because we got three car battle going in the back, 2-car battle going here, 2-car battle going up front. Right there, right now, still Ryan Nolan's the man out front by a little over a half second over Steve Baker. Scott Neslin right there has fell off just a little bit, not too much, but he is still up there nonetheless. So these guys are passing very respectful, and I tell you, to be a short track, man, my hat's off to him, man. There's Billy Hargrove, had a tough time, started 20th, right now he is 20th. As we go back here to Chase Watford right here, he is currently 21st. He is trying to bring that 38 machine to the front the best way he knows how. He started 23rd, but it's hard here. You get stuck behind cars, you don't know how to get around. It's short track. You get very frustrated. It's like restrictor plate racing, so to speak. Right there, Scott Lewis not had the night he's won and has spun out, brought the first caution. So number 18 machine right there, and there's a tore up Jimmy Crabtree, man. I tell you what, I don't know what's up on his end, but he is tore up sitting in the pits. That car was beat and battered. Right there, Steve Baker in the second spot, trying to figure out a way to run down Ryan Nolan in that 78 machine. He's sitting going, man, if I could just get up there, I might could put the boot to him just a little bit. Maybe move him out the way, scare him a little bit, maybe just wave at him and get him to look in the rearview mirror, and that'll distract him. I don't know, something. I got to do something, man. I ain't got headlights. I can't flash them at him, so, I don't know what I need to do. So, hey, does Eric have 2 different numbers on his door? Talking about Eric Tesh. Tell you what, let's go see if we can't get... I don't see how he would have 2 different. He's probably got a donut on one side. He's got 66 on one side. Nope, 66 on the other. And 66 on one. Nope, they're right. you're probably seeing looks like a donut on the side of his car. That's what it looks like to me there, Robbie. I tell you what, kind of the glare of the darkness of his car, probably that one left or right side, probably, yeah, he's got a black mark right there in the back. Yep, see that black mark? That's where actually the exhaust pipe is, if I'm not mistaken. So let's see if we can't get a closer view here. Yeah, definitely a good looking paint job as he is marred back here in traffic a little bit in the 14th spot. He's trying to figure out a way to battle it up, and I tell you, these cars are getting a little wiggly coming off the turns just a little bit. So I tell you right now, got a heck of a battle going on right here in the number 13 machine. He's getting shuffled onto the outside. There's DJ Hargrove trying to figure out a way to get on the inside. He has currently moved it up to 10th spot. There you go, Chris, man. That's your man. Your boy's on the move. He's moving it on up. I'm with you, Robbie. It does look like it says, man, it's 56 if you look at it real quick, but that's why we wanted to take a couple shots at it right there. He definitely has 66. But right now, the 13 hard into the wall back there. Holy cow. Rowdy, man, did a rowdy job, man, up against that wall right there. That's not what he wants. And I tell you what, DJ Hargrove is up there, and these guys are taking a 3-4 wide, and they wreck. Oh, no. Oh, I figured we saw that one coming. That was, oh. And was that the leader? Man, I don't know if that was a leader or not, but boy, that car skinned the cat. But nonetheless, let's watch this replay, folks. We saw it happening. They took it 3 wide. It looked like what happened in front of them. The car kind of just lost it a little bit. As we saw up there in the front, 13 of them, yep, right there. DJ, he had to check up. When he checked up, that brought to number 3. The 13 to 60, and boom, just nowhere to go. And unfortunately, DJ was right there. I'm going to tell you what, look at his driving job. Wow, man, 38 just went shoop, shoop. Chase just right in between them like a little, oh, and the 60. Oh, no, the 60 tried to get through, and man, Justin got nailed. The problem with this track is that's the problem. There's nowhere to go. I mean, wow. Yep, pile up in turn 1. Like I'll say, how was a taco in turn 3? I'm gonna tell you what, though, man, these guys are definitely putting on a good clinic out here, nonetheless. And we got a few tore up cars, but hey, lap 81 of 100, folks. Races went by pretty darn quick tonight, but that is a testament to the drivers out here. It hadn't really shown that it's not been that exciting, because it's definitely been exciting. What's going on? What's going on, Michelle? I tell you, that's awesome. But here we go. Do a little quick summary for you. Lap 81 of 100, 1 lead change so far. Wow. So you know who's been dominant most of the night? It's been either Ryan or Steve right there. So 3 cautions, not bad for 12 laps. So right there, I ought to tell you, that is definitely a testament of patience to these drivers here as they have been able to wheel these machines around this track. It is awesome. You got it, pad.org, People Against Distracted Drivers. And tonight, I'm going to tell you, I'm throwing a lot of distraction out there. I said earlier that I've got my Diet Dr. Pepper here with me. I got my box of tacos. And I said earlier that I don't need to be throwing a taco, man, out there on the track, because, man, somebody might yell taco in turn 3 and then end up, man, wrecking or something, and we don't want that to happen. So, again, that'd be like what? Driving distracted. So, I'm glad I'm not driving, because I'm driving and eating. Hey, anyways, I'm not commentating eating, though. I'm good. But these guys are putting on a show, having fun up here. I want to appreciate all the viewers. Definitely, I'm Joe White up here in the booth, and racing for a cause, folks. This is what it's about. Lap 83. By the time we go back green, we're probably going to look at lap 85. We're going to have 15 laps to go for a shootout here at USA Motor Speedway. And I tell you, it's a short track for these little monsters, and it has been a heck of a race so far. Controlled by that man and the number 55, which the number 55 right now is back at 11. So, I don't know. That's going to be some work. Must not have had a good pit stop. He probably going to have to go back to the shop here this week and go, hey, fellas, we're going to have a prayer session, because I was dominating up front all race long. Now I'm back here in traffic. What are y'all doing, man? I tell you, don't be trying to take after the commentator up there and sitting around eating and drinking, man. You're slacking on the job. But nonetheless, he's in 11th. The number 55 is. And Ryan Knoll is still out front as we are about to head off here into green flag racing, folks. Lap 85 is going to be in the book of 115 lap shootout here. And I tell you what, look at Ryan Knowles get a heck of a jump there as he's trying to take off and spread himself away from Scott Neslin. As right now, we'll just stick with this shot because it's the best shot to see what the field looks like as they're trying to get spread out, and they did up front. Ryan Knowles at 78. He has took off and gone, but behind him there are a storming Wolfpack bees behind him. These guys are nose to tail, and it is, hey, racing for a cause. Definitely awesome, and it's been awesome racing. We got a wreck in the back here. Yep, that looks like, man, Steve and several other cars involved back here. Wow. I tell you, what was your favorite word there, Chris Harvey, the other day? Is what was it? Intensity's about to skyrocket. You're right, and it is right here. As these guys are stacked up 2 by 2. 44 in the 01 was right there, and I tell you, there was a little bit of, beating and banging, short track racing nonetheless. Oh, he goes in, slides up. Unfortunately, nowhere to go. 44, 66 involved, 46 involved. The 60 again. Once, I'm going to tell you, a wreck happens in the turn here. Once it happens in the turn, forget about it. There's nowhere to go. There is nowhere to go. And it's no fault of anybody's. It's like a door. It just gets, bam, slapped shut. And that's all she wrote. I tell you what. It is over with. Cautions breed cautions, absolutely. Especially when we're going to have probably an 8-lap shootout here, folks, to decide the winner tonight. Can Ryan Knoll hang on to that top spot? He has put it on the pole tonight. He has led 38 laps. Steve Baker made it through that. He has moved up to 9th. That is the other man here. But Scott Neslin is like, if I got anything to say about it, hey, I started 3rd. Don't forget about me in this 33. If I can just get close enough to him, I'm going to rattle that cage just a little bit, and I'm going to show him that, hey, I can drive these cars just as good as he can. So tonight, like I said, we're going to have probably about a 9-8 lap shootout here to go on down for 100 laps total tonight. This is exciting. It's about to get exciting, folks. Hey, look at it. We had 29 drivers start. We still got 25, 26 of them here. And I see all them emojis. Man, we got all them emojis at. I tell you what, that's a lot of emojis. You know what I need to do? I need to do this right fast. Bam. There you go. And there you go. Racing for a cause. And Michelle, have at it. Y'all the moderators of the chat. Y'all see anybody bad, get rid of them. Throw them out the front door, out the window. Hey, it really don't matter. Either ways, we're about to set to have a shootout here at USA International Speedway. These guys are about to put on a tremendous show. Nonetheless, I am about to get pumped up here and excited for it. And I hope every one of you viewers are, because, man, and I appreciate everyone you're staying to, because there's a lot of racing going out there. There's a lot of great broadcasts, a lot of great leagues that are going on. And, hey, I know people tell me, Joe, you need to take more credit. I'm not taking nothing at all. I'm going to sit and say that I appreciate everything and everybody and all the leagues, and these drivers put on a tremendous show each and every week. And it's about to get good here, folks, as we're going to lights off on the pace car. We are about to go flat out here to the end. I'm going to tell you, this is going to be good. Stacked them up 2 by 2 here. But hang on to your hats, folks, because it ain't over with. I got a feeling, like you said, cautions breed caution, but this is going to be fun. Who gonna get the boot? Well, hopefully nobody on the track and we'll be okay. But I tell you what, this is what we got right here. Right now, Ryan Nolan gets the jump he wants as the green flag's in the air, and they are stacked up 2 by 2, nose to tail, as it's 92 laps. Scott Neslin is going to try everything in his power to try to get up there. We get a caution in the next couple laps here, though. This one will be over. And I tell you, that's probably what Ryan, and man, look at that bump in the back there. I'm staying with this angle just a little bit because it gives us the best view of what's going on as they are stacked up side by side. Steve Baker is on a mission. He is tearing through the field like a doggone pair of scissors through a piece of paper. He is coming, folks, right now. He has already pushed it back up to 6th spot. And a yellow flag, and that's not going to end it. That's not going to be enough. Wow. Folks, we're going to be looking at probably a green flag, or green-white checkered. Holy cow. So hang on to your hats. It's about to get very interesting here. I don't know what to say. It's definitely right here. We're watching this. He probably the 13 looks like he checked up. The 44. Oh, and a car on his lid. Oh, we see it back there in the back. Man, I tell you. Wow. Unfortunate for old Billy back there. He's not had the best night. But hey, this man right here, Ryan Noel, the shot here gives us the best. Yep, 2-lap shootout. You got it. It's going to be about a 2-lap shootout. I had to get another swig of drink, man, because I'm going to tell you what, this has been a barn burner and a heck of a race. Nonetheless, these guys have put on a thrilling show, and I appreciate every minute of it. I appreciated everything that every one of y'all have done, and all the viewers out there sticking through this, because like I say, there is a lot of action going on tonight as far. And hey, check me out tomorrow night. Got Extreme Motorsports 99 Cup Series tomorrow. Going to be calling out with my man Ryan W. Daniels up here in the booth. And I tell you, but tonight I'm up here by myself like I do on Wednesdays, calling this awesome action for Racing for a Cause late model. We're at USA Speedway. These guys have put on a tremendous show so far. And that man right there, Ryan Nolan, he's led 46 laps tonight. Okay, we're going to look for a green-white. Now, Steve Baker was coming through the field. Here's the thing. I don't know that he has enough time. He didn't want to see this caution. As we see him right there in the number 55 machine, he's led 49 of the laps tonight. He's going to be very close. I'm going to try to figure out if my math is good. There's going to be, 3 laps left. He's led 49. So that man's going to lead the most laps if he wins here tonight. So I'm going to tell you, it's going to be very interesting here to see. Nonetheless, we're probably going to have a 2-lap shootout here when this thing goes green flag. So hang on to your hats, because normally you know what that means. It's all or nothing. I mean, that's pretty much it. I don't know. Like, I don't even know where to sit at for this restart. I think I'm just going to go to my big wide grandstand view here to see if we can't cap all the action as lights are off on the pace car, folks. It's going to be a 2-lap shootout. They're about to get it done here at USA Speedway, and these little monstered machines of the late model series at Racing for a Cause here on Wednesday night. And folks, I tell you, awesome sauce, I'm loving you got it. I'm going to tell you what, on the bubble right now, like she said, number 78, Ryan Nolan, as we see in the pace cars in turn number 3. He is about to hit turn 4 to head off into the pit road, that hard left turn. Sydney's machine, Ryan Nolan, needs the start of his life, and he does. He is gone. He controls the field, and I tell you what, back in the back, they did not get the start they wanted. Steve Baker didn't go like he wanted, but we got one lap to go for the man up front. We're kind of watching right here in the middle, kind of seeing what's going on. But we can see the leader at this angle as he's going to come around and take the white flag this time by, folks. If Scott Neslin has anything for him, he's going to have to put it on him now, because right now Ryan Nolan's the man out front. The car spinning in the back there. And that's not going to end it, because they're going to be there. But nonetheless, this man, Ryan Nolan's coming out of turn number 4. And is going to bring it around. And your winner tonight in the number 78 machine, I tell you, that is awesome. I tell you, that was a heck of a race. Number 44 machine. Let's go back and watch what happened on that last lap of the last caution there. But hey, that involved Chris Medford right there, the 44. A lot of cars beat up, bruised, and whatnot. We knew that was going to happen. Hey, last lap, you got to go for it. Short track excitement. These guys were, I mean, look at that. They're pounded in. Look like a bunch of pug-nosed dogs out there with a flattened end, front end. I don't know what's going on. I mean, hey, hope they ain't none of them out there barking. But nonetheless, look at these guys battling it hard out here. They were 2 by 2, just beating them, banging each other's doors and wheels off. And we're going to see, I know the wreck happened in front of him. Look at a 44 went a little high, and DJ's back there with them. I mean, these guys knew it was the last lap. They had to go. It was go time. All or nothing. Big wreck up 44 in the wall hard, threw him up in the DJ. Wow. Yep, but nonetheless, hey, our leader and winner tonight, that man burning them down. Ryan Nolan bringing it home tonight. I tell you what, hey, this was a thrilling race, to say the least. Scott Neslin in second, and we'll see Troy Ratford right there in third. So let's see if we can't get these guys up here in the booth without me rearranging half team speak doing it. Let's see. So what we're looking for? We're looking for Troy Ratford right now. Give me just a second, folks. I'm looking for him. I'm looking. Troy. Oh. I don't see him. Oh. Oh, there he is. He's way down there with Steve and him. See. Hey, Rick, help me out a minute here, man. I need Troy. Staging lane. All right, Robbie, man, I hear you, dude. I know I need Scott Neslin, Ryan Nolan, and Troy. Where the heck is Troy? Where'd I throw Troy at? Well, I am trying. Yep, Troy. I need Troy Radford, Scott Neslin, and Ryan Nolan. Staging room for me. Man, that was a great show, Tyler. I tell you what, these guys, for some reason, every time I go to pick them up there, Ricky, I don't know why, it doesn't want to pick them up. It's wanting to move the, there's Ryan. I'll try to get Ryan up here. Without, I got him up halfway. See. There we go. Good deal. Oh, Rick is up there, man. I tell you what, he has actually helped me out. Still in room 7. Yeah, I tried to bring him up. I don't see him in room 7 there. If you can get him, But nonetheless, we're going to bring up the second place runner here, Scott Neslin, up here into the booth with me right now. Scott, Joe White up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. How you doing tonight?
Man, I tell you what, hey, you drove the wheels off that machine here tonight. You brought it home in second spot. You tried everything you could do to try to run down Ryan Knoll up there to get the victory here. But, hey, y'all put on a clinic out there for what respectful short track driving was about. Another few cautions, breed cautions and whatnot. But nonetheless, I had a lot of green flag racing. How was that car all night?
Yeah, it felt pretty good. I think I burned up the tires the first half of the race trying to keep up with Steve there, and Ryan ended up getting around me. And then, well, once again, the second half of the race, after that caution, I was burning up the tires again, trying to keep up with them two, and just didn't have the brakes. And Steve pitted, and I stayed out. That's what got me here.
Well, I tell you what, man, Scott, but nonetheless, you definitely gave it everything you could. That last caution there, we had our fingers crossed. We didn't know what was going to happen, but you got anybody out there you want to thank for tonight?
I just want to thank my sponsors, Come and Go Quick Shops, and thank for you guys putting on the show. Did a really good job tonight. All the racing was pretty much mostly clean. People giving everybody room. It was great. Want to congratulate Ryan Nolan on his win. He did a hell of a job tonight.
Well, I tell you what, nonetheless, he did great, man. All the drivers out there, and you did too, bringing that thing home in second place tonight. USA Speedway here, a little tricky track with these, I call them the little monster machines. But, hey, awesome job. Congratulations for bringing home in second tonight.
Thank you very much. You have a good night now, Joe.
All right, well, tell you what, folks, out Scott Neslin right there bringing home. Well, let's go run down here to Victory Lane, where we're going to get a shot here to talk with our race winner, Ryan Nolan. Ryan Nolan's Joe White in the booth. You got a copy?
I've got you.
All right, Ryan, I tell you what, you and Steve Baker earlier on, y'all had a heck of a battle going on. It looked like it's going to be between y'all two. He got marred back in traffic later on in the race. But you did put this thing on pole tonight, so you know you had a bad, fast machine. The problem was making sure you stayed out of trouble, which, very respectful driving out there. How did the car feel all night long?
Normally these late models are pretty tight, so it's important to not overdrive and burn the right front tire off. So I was kind of being conservative, but unfortunately I was too conservative on the initial start there, and Steve got by me, and I just had to work my way back by them. And luckily, the long green flag runs were there, and that's where I could make up ground.
Well, I'll tell you what, you're absolutely right. You were able to make up a lot of ground, had a lot of green flag runs here. I know everybody's talking about, well, we still had cautions. Hey, cautions breed cautions. It's short track racing. You guys were out there, man, beating and banging and doing very respectful what you were doing. Got anybody out there you want to thank for the victory tonight?
Well, as always, I want to thank the admins, Race for a Cause, for putting this series on. We've got really huge fields, so it's pretty cool to be in a series with this many cars, and the racing's pretty decent as well. So I want to thank them, and of course my fiance and family.
Awesome. Well, I tell you what, you always got to thank family. We definitely want to thank, man, all the admins and all the drivers here. Ryan, congratulations for bringing tonight at the USA Speedway for Racing for a Cause and the late model series cars tonight. My hat's off to you for bringing home the victory in that number 78 machine.
Thank you very much, and we'll see everyone next week.
All right. Well, I tell you what, folks, right there you go, man. Ryan Nolan, a very happy gentleman. Nonetheless, this was a barn burner thriller here. Let's run down the results here tonight. As right there, Ryan Nolan, the man who put it on front, who won it, took it home tonight. But Scott Neslin right there in second. Troy Radford in third. We tried to get a talk with him. Don't know where he went in the team speed, but hey, Troy, if you're listening, man, hey, congratulations on bringing it home in third. Steve Baker powered back to get it to fourth. Wilbur Lambert right there in fifth. DJ Whitmire in sixth. Scott Lewis in seventh. Christopher Lang in eighth. Philip Martin in ninth. And Tucker in 10th right there. Eric Tesh in 11th. Travis, I ain't going to try the last name, in 12th. Chase Watford in 13th. Dustin Covington in 14th. Billy Hargrove, rough night, but bounced back to 15th right there. And you've got Chris Medford in 16th. Rowdy Johnson 17th. Greg Van in 18th. Stephen Meslery. I tried. He'll let me know. And sitting in 19th, DJ Hargrove in 20th right there. Patrick Smith in 21st. Brian Bizzell in 22nd. Andrew Hill 23rd. Justin Pinnell in 24th. Wayne Galloway 25th. Jimmy Crabtree in 26th. Jesse Mason 27th. Daniel Kirby 28th. And Jason Perry rounds out the 29th. And I tell you what, folks, tonight was definitely a heck of a thrilling race. The guys put on a show for 100 laps here at USA. Now, I want to appreciate all the viewers out there, and I definitely want you to tune in tomorrow night. We got some more Cup actions, me and Ryan Daniels calls, all of that, Extreme Motorsports. But nonetheless, we're here for Joe White here tonight in the booth for Racing for Our Cause here at USA Speedway for the late model series. I'm going to want to tell you, I appreciate each and every one of you tuning in, and thank you for that. Until next week, good night, and see you.